So Mollydooker is an international wine company. We started a little bit differently to most wineries in Australia, where our original sales were 100% in the US market. We talk about our main marketing strategies in Mollydooker is when people buy our product, whether it's the customer themselves or a distributor or a restaurant or a bottle shop or a liquor store, depending on where in the world it is, we look to making thank you calls. Hi, thank you very much for buying the wine. We really appreciate it. That's our marketing strategy. For Mollydooker itself, we have distributors in every state in the US. We ship to most of the states in the US ourselves, direct to the consumer, which means we do a lot of phone calls from Australia. US customers really love to have a phone call from somebody from Australia with the accent and everything else saying, thank you. We see your wine's been delivered. Thank you very much for the order. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if we can do anything else for you. We're trying to run an international wine business out of a small country town in South Australia, and a lot of the systems in place here date from the 1950s. So where we're trying to make the leap in technology is trying to make ourselves more connected to the outside world. When we started a process a few years ago, we had lots of different systems as far as communications, whether it was phone lines, mobile phones, we used Skype, emails. We had a sort of a disjointed communications process within the company, dealing with one solution, and was trying to bring in some products that we could actually help with the communication. We went through the process of bringing in a new phone system. Our old analog system for internals was starting to show its age. We also needed to have better connectivity to the outside world. When Nathan came along, basically started talking about the options that were available to us, and it really started combining things like landlines, which were with, say, Telstra. We had mobile phones with, say, Vodafone. We had home phones and other remote offices with different companies. We had iNet somewhere, we had Adam somewhere else. So part of the thing that Nathan was able to bring to the table was putting together all the components, bringing all the mobile phones and landlines into one package, bringing the data into one package, bringing remote offices and that into one package, which made efficiencies and also making the whole package more affordable for us. In the cellar door environment, when we have customers and we're face-to-face and we're never quite sure how busy we're going to be, our priority is always to look after the face-to-face customer. If we have an internal phone call from other staff members, sometimes we will ignore it if we're dealing with the public. What we've set up here was trying to make sure we didn't ignore a call from a customer from the outside world, but have the opportunity, if it was an internal call, to be able to call them back later. Again, using the ShoreTel feature that we can see the history of calls coming in. The beauty is Nathan actually enjoys Mollydooker Wines, so he's quite happy to come along and later in the day, and we'll catch up for half an hour, whatever, going over products and plans and implementation of things, and brings other people from one solution or their other partners along to us. And then we normally finish up by opening a bottle of red or something and just have a general chat. And that sort of interaction, certainly in this sort of business, is very, very critical to understanding the product we're trying to sell. We find it is very easy to deal with one solution, as far as, with even mobile phones and Sarah and Sparky or wherever going overseas and need data packs or special phone packs, whatever. Nothing seems too much of an issue, to get things sorted out. We're looking to take that next leap with ShoreTel, as far as the mobility router, being able to set up our US staff as being part of our own internal phone nodes, so that them picking up the phone is the equivalent of somebody in one of the offices around here picking up a phone, or when there are any of the team that have to be out in the world, anywhere in the world, they can be set up an office in a hotel, and as long as they've got a Wi-Fi, that they can be part of our node here through their apps on their mobile phone, smartphone or tablet, and basically be able to create a portable office anywhere, making use of some of the features of ShoreTel and some of those mobility router features. With ShoreTel as a product itself, and it's not just the actual physical phones, but also the communicator and the software that go with it, I would certainly recommend it to any company that has multiple channels of communicating to the outside world, especially if you're communicating on an international scale, but even in an Australia-wide scale, or even where you're more remote. As you scale it to a bigger business, I think that the rewards from that system really show themselves up. And in our case, where we're an international business, I think we're getting the best bang for the buck that we can out of a product that saves us money, but also is very effective in the communications style that we're looking to achieve.